It's time for another Out and About with Jamie Grout Shortcast video, and with me is Nicole Spangler, who is with Make-A-Wish Iowa. Children's charities near and dear to my heart, and we have done a podcast with Variety, the children's charity, and a few weeks ago, why Make-A-Wish Iowa did a presentation at the Newton Rotary Club. I was very impressed by them, and I have known about Make-A-Wish Iowa, but I wanted to get kind of more information about what they're all about, and with me is Nicole Spangler with Make-A-Wish Iowa. Give us an overview of what Make-A-Wish is all about, Nicole.
Yeah, so honestly it's very simple. Together we want to create life-changing wishes for a child with a critical illness, and as you see right behind you, together we like to transform lives one wish at a time, while also trying to grant the wish of every eligible child.
And you've granted a lot of wishes over the years, and of course this one focuses on Poweshiek County. You granted a number of wishes for Poweshiek County.
Yep, so since we started back in 1987, we have been able to grant 21 wishes for that county. And I am excited to say we have one more wish that just got approved, so they will be going to Hawaii this coming January.
Now tell us quickly about your personal story with Make-A-Wish and how you got involved. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, so I honestly, funny story, I got invited to a last minute work event where we had the honor of sitting through a presentation very similar to what we did at the Rotary Club with our CEO, Sarah. And I was honestly hooked right away. So I was lucky enough to become a wish granter. So I got to meet with the different families and the kiddos and really sit down and brainstorm and come up with that perfect wish for that child. I also helped on our gala committee. So after 12 and a half years of sales, I decided I wanted to change, and luckily enough, I just happened to stop in to grab a bag for a wish reveal we're doing for a little boy going to Disney, and I found out they had an opening. Talked it over with my husband. He said we can make it work, and honestly, it's good for my soul, and I'm happy I made the change.
Now, Nicole, do you mind showing us your tennis shoes and telling us the story about your tennis shoes? Could you take one off maybe, or even hold your tennis shoes up to the camera and you can show everybody about what it's all about? Because you showed me, and it's quite an interesting story.
Yes, so when we talk about the impact of a wish, we actually had a little girl, Cora, and her story hits home. So she was on a journey through leukemia. So she made this chart for herself, and it really showed her climbing a mountain, and like she would represent each step. So through our alumni program, which every child who essentially has a wish granted does the alumni program, we did a fun competition to where they had to design a sneaker and tell a story. So in that story, she told her leukemia journey. So these were the shoes that she developed, where it shows her in her darkness going through her leukemia journey, where she meets Make-A-Wish, and then out on the other side. So talking about the impact of a wish and really bringing joy to a child, joy, strength, and hope during difficult times. So they're fun shoes to wear. It's a great story to tell, and it really talks about the impact of a wish that has on a child and their family.
And may I say, she's quite the artist too. She really, really is. We need to talk about how Make-A-Wish is funded also, Nicole.
Yeah, so a lot of what we do, we couldn't make happen. We honestly can't grant wishes alone. So a lot of our wishes are granted through the generosity of a lot of our donors. So, that could be through individual giving. It could be through one of our events, such as our galas that we host, as well as any work giving or just any type of events and sponsorship. So one exciting thing is because of all the support, we're able to grant more wishes. Last year we were budgeted for 150. We're happy to say we did 165. This year our goal was 185, and because of all the generosity we have gotten from our donors and the support, we're getting close to 195 wishes.
Well, that's good news. Unfortunately, there's some not so good news for nonprofits this time of year, and I just did a podcast with the captain of the Salvation Army in Newton. Donations are down this time of year because people don't think of the Salvation Army this time of year. It's usually during the Red Kettle campaign, and I assume they're down kind of this time of year for Make-A-Wish too. It's probably more popular for donations around Christmas. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, so summer is our busiest time of year.
Okay.
It's when we grant the most wishes for our wish kids. But like you said, a lot of our donors are on their own family vacation, so they're not thinking about it. So that's where we really try to talk about our Summer of Wishes. So this is where any donation, no matter how big or small, is going to have an impact on a child. With as many travel wishes that we have in the summer, something as small as $50 can, pay for having a nice day on the beach. $400 can pay for surfing lessons, and then our average cost of the wish is $15,000. So any gift, big or small, is going to have an impact to a child and their family.
Speaking of donations, how can people donate to Make-A-Wish Iowa?
There's so many ways to get involved. We always recommend to go right on our website, which is iowa.wish.org. And then they can go ahead and get involved. It shows all the ways they can get involved. We love to meet everyone, so anyone who wants to sit down and have a meeting with us, we'd love to take you out for coffee and talk about more about the impact you can provide.
Ladies and gentlemen, my new friend, Nicole Spangler from Norfolk. Am I saying it right?
Norfolk, Nebraska. I like to say Norfolk.
Not anyone who ever met Johnny Carson, but from Johnny Carson's hometown, although we like to say he was born in Iowa, too. We claim him. If you ever go to the water park in, what's the town he's from? Why can't I remember the name of the town? Anyway, the town he was born in Iowa, the water park, Johnny Carson gave a lot of money to that. And you can go see his boyhood birthplace in that town in southern Iowa. I don't know why it escapes me. But anyway, contribute to Make-A-Wish if you can possibly do it and help a child's wish come true. It will make you feel good inside. Or if you can ever be like Nicole was when she started out with Make-A-Wish and ever grant a wish, man, I'll tell you, it will be an overwhelming feeling.
Yes.
Deep down in your heart. It really will. Nicole, thank you very much for talking with us today. The one and only Nicole Spangler of Make-A-Wish Iowa. Find their website, help out however you can. And that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Out and About with Jamie Grout's Shortcast video. Till next time, Grout is out. See ya.